Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Lineage Break, a Grand Archive TCG podcast. I am your host, Cam, and alongside me, as always, is Steve.
Hello, guys.
It's been a little bit. We took a little break. Steve here was at PAX East 2023.
Yeah, I was. I had to do a little bit of, gaming. Look at the new games. Nothing great. I got to be real. There was not much.
Yeah, I sat down in the car with Steve and I was like, "How was your PAX?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's okay," which is not a ringing endorsement.
I just, every year I go to PAX and I hope to see like the next game.
Sure, yeah.
I just don't think PAX East is that anymore.
I don't know, man. Did you see that? E3 got canceled as well? It's just like conventions don't exist anymore.
It's kind of wild.
It's like you go to Gen Con or you don't go to anything.
Right. The cool part about going to PAX though is I got to see Yoshi P. Director of Final Fantasy.
I didn't realize he was there.
14 and 16. No one did.
Oh,
we just went to a Final Fantasy panel, and then he peeked his head around the curtain, and the guy who was running the panel was like, "Well, I guess our surprise guest is shot now because he's impatient."
I love that.
It was funny as
that's sweet.
Yeah, it was an all right panel.
Yeah,
the questions were kind of
mid.
You
see that Final Fantasy 16 went gold?
Really?
Yeah. So it's it's coming out. It's real. It's a real game coming out. Hey, this is a podcast about card games and Grand Archives and stuff. Yeah. So welcome back, team. We are here and ready to dive into. We have a surprising amount of stuff to talk about since we've been gone.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, go ahead.
2 weeks of not covering content, or 3 weeks, or whatever it's been. A lot of stuff has happened.
And we're busy boys. We try to pop in and out when we can. I do most of my conversing on Discord at 4 a.m. So it's just not super
Cam
helpful,
is definitely acquainted with the Australians.
Yeah,
because of his sleep schedule.
I happen to be up at 5 a.m. So first of which is I guess the newest piece of news that I would be remiss if we didn't talk about, is we finally have some amount of details for Ascent in Houston.
Very excited.
Which we've talked about a couple of times on the show. It's going to be Grand Archive's first big flagship event. And it has now been announced that it's going to be on September 30th. So we have a date. We have sort of a hotel where it's going to be. That's sort of up in the air.
Yeah.
But, so people can book early. They haven't made any official announcements yet. But the official announcement that they have made is that prize card, Steve. Oh, man.
Spirit of Fire, a named Spirit of Fire.
Yeah, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. It's something I can't pronounce, but we'll there she is.
Yeah. She's so pretty.
Man,
she's so pretty.
It's tough.
I can only hope that the other spirits are as pretty.
Yeah, so my problem, right, is so we knew these were coming. They were announced a while ago, but we didn't see any art. So we have all of their names or whatever. I think Gwendolyn is the wind one. That's the only one I remember. So they're just spirits that look cool. They're not game pieces that you need or whatever, but god damn are they gorgeous. I've never felt I've played a lot of card games in my time, but even in Weiss, which is an anime card game too, I have never felt the level of FOMO that I feel right now about this spirit. Oh man.
But honestly, it's every CUR that I see.
I know,
I'm
right?
just oh my god. I also have to just bring it up while we're talking about just beautiful CURs. Come on, Australia. Why are you opening every single one of them?
So worth noting, we actually got the first edition product. It's been so long that's old news to us.
Yeah.
But we got first edition product. We did it. We have real cards. We opened shit. No fun
in our
for
defense,
Steve and us.
Well, no, we got stuff.
It was okay.
We got the foil Xander.
Yeah.
I got the foil Ride. Yeah. They're nice.
Sure. They're not signed, or
they're not signed, and they're not signed Lorraine.
Yeah, and we recorded some of that, but none of it all came out kind of botched.
Yeah,
so I didn't want to put it up because it was all sort of
every time
bad.
Every time we went to film a box opening, something happened with the camera.
Yeah, halfway through the camera would die, or the lights would die, or it would run out of memory or something.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
And we want you guys to have our very best, the greatest content that we can give you. So, but anyways, so they were kind of mid, but Ascent Spirit Very exciting. I have the most extreme FOMO. Steve and I are going to go into the hyperbolic time chamber or whatever the fuck it's called.
We're like twisting people's arms right now, like, come play tournament.
I know, yeah.
Come play tournament so we can try to really test for this.
I just I just put out a message to our group of people that are interested in it. I'm like, hey, just like do me a favor and like come play with Steve and I. We like really need the practice.
Start showing up, please, because And
I think we're gonna start ramping up. Like
right. Yeah, I think next week is when we're gonna start holding stuff,
doing stuff, and then we should like plan a demo day for a couple weeks out.
Right.
I was sort of waiting until like we had Alter in hand so that I could like give people the demo and then like they could buy a starter deck or whatever. But maybe we should just do both, right? Like do a demo day then and when Alter comes out.
We should definitely, because Alter's a few weeks away.
Right. Close. Yeah. It's like a month now.
Not even like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
something like that. Oh my god, I'm so excited. But yeah, we should definitely like, I don't know, do a demo day before just to get ramp up interest in it.
I agree. Yeah,
before I buy the rest of the boxes that we have in stock.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be real tough letting them sit on the shelf, especially when like both of us will just like open jack shit, and then there'll be like boxes sitting on the shelf and be like, well, I mean, it's got to be in there, right? Statistically,
we've opened up 15 boxes and we haven't sit one, so one of them on the shelf must be it, right?
Yeah, I saw on my distributor list they have demo decks back in stock, so I'm going to try to get some more of those. Awesome, which is good. So yeah, we keep getting off topic. Ascent's very exciting. I agree that I hope Steve and I are both very excited to play Cleric. So, and myself, I'm a big Lunette simp. So, like, I feel like at my heart of hearts, I'm a water player, and I think that Steve is as well.
I might not be playing, like, cute girl water, but I've been playing water since I started playing.
Right.
I feel very comfortable in that, that element.
So, hopefully, we get the spirit of water sometime. But I think, unfortunately for us, probably what the case is that like each of these Ascent events is going to have one of these spirits like as the prize cards.
One could hope it's
which
like
means
first, second, third.
Well, yeah,
the dream.
We know it's top 8 gets one. It's like on the like article.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's top 8 for each event.
Oh man, time to get back into that grind.
Get whaling.
Yeah. Jeez.
But it just means that the water spirit is going to be somewhere else, and hopefully it's somewhere that we can travel to.
Boston. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we don't want to be greedy, but Boston.
No, we want to be. We want to be very greedy.
Please.
I don't know.
Please sit. See you.
We have the Boston Convention and Expo Hall. It's great.
True. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's right on the waterfront. It's awesome.
Very affordable.
I was just there for
Yep, PAX East.
Yeah,
they're surely renting that out.
Yeah. Because we need that much room.
This is such a huge game. So, other than Ascent, more exciting tournament stuff, and this is all like, not to say that the stuff that's run thus far is not official, but it's usually like community run or whatever.
Right.
And some of them get some support from Weebs of the Shore because they're in the Discord all the time. But Weebs of the Shore themselves announced like a really, really big Discord tournament at the end of the month. It's like the week right before Alter, so I think this is the last hurrah for all of us that have been, like super enfranchised and buying first edition products. So this is, sort of like, it feels like them giving us a thank you, which is very nice of them. The prize support is absolutely insane, like nuts. It's a free tournament.
Free, yeah.
Stop. Free tournament. On TTS, the only caveat, which I think is a cool way to do it to, support the people that have already bought product, is you play on TTS, but in order to play on TTS, you have to take a picture of your physical deck that you're playing on TTS with real cards. So you do have to have bought first edition. So, we're trying to get friends into the game, but it's hard because I can't be like, hey, you should play in this, tournament with awesome prize support because they don't have cards and I don't want to force people to do that. But
we have cards.
I think this is our last straw, team. This is finally the time that Steve and I are going to play in a TTS tournament.
There's just no reason not to.
It's insane.
Literally, Cam had to redirect me to read the post because I was like, it's just a case. It's not. Yeah. It's so much.
It's like it's a free tournament, and it's boxes of first edition, right? So it's like even it's like first place gets a case of Dawn of Ashes first edition, which on the open market is worth like $1,500,
right,
for a free tournament. That is already insane,
right?
And then I think it's like second place gets a couple of boxes, and then third and fourth get a box, and then fifth through eight get some like packs or whatever. Lots of first edition product, which is super sick. But on top of that, I think everybody in top 8, all of them, get a play set of foil Sink Belows or Sink into Oblivions.
I think it's just first that gets that.
I don't know, man. I think I'm remembering correctly.
Oh no,
it's literally everyone.
It is literally everyone in top 8.
Is insane. And then they're giving out like a metric ton of the event packs.
Yeah, and everyone also gets a Merlin deck box.
I know, it's crazy. It's nuts. I'm like actually blown away.
I would be okay getting 8th place in this. Like,
yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, right? You get like 12 packs, you get some event packs,
you
Merlin
get
deck
Sink
box.
and Blows, which favorite card. I love that card. I play that card.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. It's a good one.
And then you just get a million event packs.
It's crazy. First place gets what? What did you say? It was like 48 silver packs?
48 silver packs and 16 gold.
That's like winning locals 8 weeks in a row or something.
Yeah.
It's insane. So we're excited, as you can tell. If that wasn't,
I really need that.
That's crazy.
I need 2 Nias signed.
That's true. It's a lot of packs, man. But those are all like, even the silver packs, they're what? They're like a 25% chance to be a foil.
Yeah.
So if you open 48 packs, you're getting, what's the math on that? It's like 12 foils or something?
Something, yeah.
Which is nuts. It's like 4 booster boxes worth of foils.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And the gold packs won't even go there. We talked about that the other week, I think. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. So super, super sweet. So we are excited. We're finally going to play in a tournament. It'll be hopefully, I'm hoping to, everyone above that as soon as Alter's out and the game is more widely available, that these sorts of tournaments, like we want to support the online community. Of course, we don't want the Discord tournaments to go anywhere. Fingers crossed they go to like webcam or something because I feel much more comfortable with my physical human hands than my digital TTS hands.
Yeah, we've said it a few times how poor we both find TTS.
It's a great program. I can't use it and I can't become comfortable using it, and then I get like frustrated because I can't do the things that I want to do with my physical hands.
I've like jumped into like the stream a few times, right? And I just like watch people play. I'm like, what
are they doing?
Oh no,
so many buttons.
This is not going to be what I accidentally flipped the table when I was playing TTS, and
it's right there. It's a button right at the top.
It's right at the top. I'm afraid that I'm going to do that, but we're doing it because it's too much.
It's nuts. It's a good time too.
Yeah.
I think it's like there's 2 flights, which is cool because I think it's supposed to be like for us and then one for the Australians and stuff.
Yeah.
But the one that like makes most sense for us is like Friday at 9 p.m., which is not too bad. I just have to like leave a little bit early from this, prison, and then play some TTS.
Our secret closet.
Secret closet in Webway Games.
Yeah. But it's absolutely insane, and I can't fathom a reason not to play in it.
It's strange because I feel like usually our Discord tournaments are like, they're pretty big. They're like 40, 50 people, something like that. So like this one should be bigger because the prize support is so insane, but you also need to have real cards. So I'm curious where those numbers will line up. I think probably we'll end up around that same number where it's like 40 to 50 people because everyone who has real cards like should be playing in it, surely.
Right.
But, plenty of people don't.
It's also going to be very interesting to see deck lists.
Yeah.
Because...
it's real cards, right?
Right, it's real cards. And, like, I don't know, out of how many boxes did we open? Like 8?
Yeah, I opened 8. You opened, what?
3?
3? Yeah, so 11 altogether.
Yeah, and we saw 1 assault.
I know, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, there was a couple, that we got, like, virtually none of, SR-wise. Yeah, we got no orbs of regret.
Yeah. So, like, we're definitely going to be looking in the open market to play in this event.
Yeah, they did a cool thing. Silidar, one of the devs who posted about the tournament, like linked. I don't know if they're like affiliated or he's just a super nice guy. He's obviously a super nice guy. like a bunch of the stores that are selling stuff. So definitely gonna hook them up. I know we talked about like Perfect Fit TCGs on that list. I think I'm gonna hit those guys up and pick up some singles to finish decks and stuff.
Yeah.
Which it's like a good way to like drive single sales, which is cool
Yeah.
before Alter comes out, because like otherwise you don't really, unless you're like collecting, you don't have a reason to buy first edition over Alter, and Alter will obviously be cheaper. But even still, they're like pretty good. I was looking at picking up a tome of Sacred Lightning, the like mage UR.
Yeah.
It's like $20. So
That's not too bad.
It's not even that bad. So
Yeah.
but yeah, very exciting stuff. We're both very excited.
I think that is a perfect place to segue into the elephant that's been sitting in the room, because we've been gone for
a couple
weeks, and there's been another shift in the meta of Discord tournaments.
An evolving game,
Yeah, it's an evolving game. Doesn't evolve too much. Same girl, new tricks, right? Same girl, new tricks.
So a few weeks ago now, so it's probably old news for some of you watching, but there was a Discord tournament, as there is almost every month now, where the talk of the town was our good friend Limelight playing this new Lorraine deck, and even in that top 8, there was like somebody was playing it in fire. Lime's list was wind. But the premise is abandoning the like in Soul, Spirit Blade and Soul route that Lorraine has typically been taking for this like one turn of 15 damage, like singular card combo, which has some like reasonable counterplay, to this build that is using the likes of Spirit Blade Ascension and Spirit's Blessing and Spirit Blade Infusion to blink your Crux swords repeatedly over and over again. So like Prismatic Edge, in Wind, you exile a bunch of cards from your opponent's memory, and Sword of Avarice, just generally draws 2 cards every time you blink it. So if every time you play an Ascension, you blink your Sword of Avarice, draw 2, you play a Crux Sight, you pay 2 for Spectral Sight to get back your Ascension, you do it again, you draw 2 cards. Is super sick. Maybe the most fun that I've had playing this game. Maybe the least fun that Steve's had playing this game.
I gotta say, I was being a doomer for a while because I was like, it's
tough, man.
There is no deck to beat this, and then we figured it out. It's not easy, but we figured it out.
There's counterplay, which is good. I think it's important to note that every time we talk about this, and we've had some people reach out to us about that too, where it's like it's hard to gauge a metagame when it's so small, right? Like these Discord tournaments, like we said, are like 40, 50 people. That's a very small sample size. But I think it's really cool. Yes, Lorraine is seeing a lot of play, which is true. I think she's very strong. Hopefully with Fractured Crown, that'll sort of, the gap will widen a little bit, and she will, not be the only strong
just kind of balance it
hero.
out a little bit.
Fingers crossed.
Make Sylvie playable, maybe,
hopefully.
I want to play her so bad, but I posted my slime deck in the Discord, and a lot of people were on traction, like seeing traction for it.
Yeah.
And
it's a cool deck.
It's a very cool deck. It's missing the end game, unfortunately.
Yeah, we've had a lot of experiences with that deck where it stalls the board like you want it to, and then it can't kill anything because like the thing that is stalling the board is your slime that is huge,
right?
That has to remain untapped to stall the board. So
if there was any way to give slime vigor,
vigor,
it would just be,
that'd be great.
That would be it, right?
Yeah.
There
that'd
it
be
is.
Very good. But yeah, so it's cool that the game seems to be evolving, and every time we talk about the meta, there's this new boogeyman or whatever. First, like way back, even before we started this podcast, it was Erupting Rye was like, the absolute boogeyman, and then it became, these in Soul Lorraine decks, and then for a while it was this, Luxem Control Xander deck, and now it's this new Ascension Lorraine deck. So it's cool that the game is evolving, but this deck does seem very strong. Shout out to Lime for using his big old brain.
Yeah. It's very good.
A super cool deck. But it does seem very strong. It seems like I was listening to people talk about this the other day. that were like sort of everybody's leaning into. It turns out the more that you build your deck around your advanced element, the stronger it is. You know, like now we're on like these, 20 Crux Lorraine decks. We have these like Luxem Xander decks that are playing 20, Luxem cards or whatever. Yeah. So
it's cool because like at first it was like, oh, do I really want to play this third element? I can't even play it. But now it's just like, no, Turbo 3, play Luxem. I've just been having nonstop fun.
Right.
It's just, my opponent's turn. I just, shroud and then go to my turn and then I'm like, flip up 5 Luxem cards. Sure. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, turns out, they designed a cool game.
Yeah. It's
crazy.
Super fun.
I know. So yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with it. I think we have to like look at our card pool, but I don't know if you've decided yet. I'm a little bit undecided on what I'm going to play in this tournament next month. We have plenty of time to test, which is good.
Right. Honestly, I've been testing it for so long. I'm probably just going to stick with the Water Xander.
Sure.
Water Luxem Xander.
Sure.
Just because I really love the deck.
Yeah.
It's just super fun.
Sure.
It's definitely my play style of like a control player coming from Magic and stuff, where it's just like, wait, do the thing, win the game.
Right.
It feels fun. That being said, like, I'm missing quite a bit of SRs.
That's true. Yeah. Hopefully we can find them for a good deal. We're gonna have to start hitting the training sessions too, because it's whole tournament is 60-minute rounds, best of 3.
We gotta really
Water
learn.
Xander, you gotta play real fast.
I'm not concerned about playing Water Xander real fast because I know what I'm doing now.
Yeah, I mean you just have to physically do the things in TTS.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because we need to practice TTS.
Right. Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sure,
I was gonna say like I think
the deck, you got it.
Yeah, I think I'm like we know the decks now, right? Like
right. But
TTS is.
It's like you cast an Idle Thoughts or whatever. It takes you like 4 minutes to resolve it. It's like,
like Game 3, let's go. Yeah. Scoop it up.
Yeah.
My Idle Thoughts took too long.
Yeah. So we'll see. But exciting stuff. Really cool that they're giving so much prize support. I don't know if it's coming from. I guess it has to be coming from Weebs Shore directly, right?
I think they listed like a bunch of like people that are also sponsoring it.
Yeah. I don't know if any of the stores on that list are sponsoring or if they were just like giving a shout out to go buy singles.
I see. Yeah.
But like obviously all the event packs are coming from Weebs Shore directly, so I
would just assume
it's super cool.
The rest of the product is right.
It's very, very cool. It's huge prize support. And it goes to show I think this is like pretty indicative of how they want the event packs to be used, which is cool. Is like you get a lot of these. It's not like you show up to your locals and you get like a single event pack or whatever.
Right.
Like if you're running events, like they have a rubric for running 8-man events. Like everybody's walking away with like a couple of packs or whatever. Which I think is really cool because I think that'll be a great boon for getting people into the game and also like getting more foils for people completing sets and stuff like that.
So I haven't seen this like run tournament thing.
Sure.
Is it like you just for entry you get a silver?
Yeah. I think I could pull up the list, but it's they have the event packs are supposed to be 4 weeks of events for each like pack you get.
Mm-hmm.
And the rubric that they give you, obviously, it's like you can use them however you want. But the one that they give you is for an 8-player tournament where I think, it's like 5th through 8th, just get a silver pack for showing up. And then like 3rd and 4th each get a few silver packs. And then like 1st and 2nd get some amount of gold packs and silver packs. So it's a lot. It's a lot of, you just like show up to your locals, you get some free stuff, 25% chance to get a foil. It's like opening 8 fucking packs or something. So
right.
It's good. I think it's really cool. So kudos to you, Weebs of the Shore, for doing the thing.
Yeah, it's definitely the most promo forward game I've ever played.
Right.
Where it's just like, no, they want to build the community right. We want to do the community right.
Yeah.
Here's cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I never want to like. I guess I do, but I don't want to in the public face be talking bad about other games or whatever. But like. There's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it and Grand Archive seems to be sort of almost directly competing with another game that is has just released recently that I think is handling things much worse from a much larger company, we'll say. So I'm really happy the way that Weebs of the Shore is handling themselves and also handling community and community support. They're very LGS forward, which is cool. There's maybe something that we'll talk about maybe at some point when it's more real here at WebwayGamesCam.
Yeah. I'm assuming that most of our, we're going to be ramping up our podcasts now that we're getting closer and closer. So we're going to be putting out more content. But I feel like in the near future that we'll just be talking a lot about our local and how it's going. Yeah.
Building local scene and what people are playing.
Right.
I think that's one of the really cool things about card games in general, and especially smaller ones like this, is that you sort of get these like local metagames where like it's not going to be something like Magic where you go on these websites like MTG Top 8 or whatever, and you see, oh, I'm just going to play whatever the tournament list is that won this online event this weekend. It's it's going to be like you're here with your like 20 people local or whatever, and whatever the meta is there is what you play, and then you take that to a bigger tournament, and it's it's like a melting pot of all these like smaller communities that come together. So
like, I'm waiting for someone to take Rye and make Golem, or what's it called?
The creature, the like 7/7
arcane.
Yeah, I don't. It's like a 7/7 for 7, and it dies in your end step.
Yeah, and it
has efficiency.
It's like reduced cost for like arcane cards in
something
Banish.
Like that. Yeah, I think that card is bad, but
I don't. I'm gonna wait for someone.
It's actually for 7. That's a lot.
I'm gonna wait for someone to break it, or like a Mad Mage deck.
I think Conduit of the Mad Mage is cool. I'm working on that.
I don't know.
I don't want to spill any secrets, but like we're brewing.
You heard it here, folks. Cam's gonna be playing Conduit of the Mad Mage.
I don't know.
Next month.
Maybe I will. I think a great way for us to practice. Is we might take some of our off week time and record some games in person, because I know some people have been asking for that. There's been a lot of box openings obviously the past couple of weeks because people are super excited to get their first edition product, and also they're doing that like contest on Discord. But I've seen quite a few people being like, hey, where's gameplay videos or whatever, which we can finally do now that we have physical cards. So
it's gonna be awesome.
So we will look for that. You look for that as well, team. We will be hopefully making some of those. But busy couple of weeks. But I think that covers most of it. I
think we've touched on everything that we missed. And moving forward, it's just going to be ramping up to release of Alter.
Yeah, which is a couple of weeks. Like we said, it's at this rate, a couple of podcasts away.
Right, like you're gonna see 2 podcasts from us and maybe a gameplay video, and then boom, we're gonna be at Alter.
Well, of course, you guys let us know as well. Thank you for watching, as always. But let us know if you have anything that you want us to talk about on the podcast. Feel free to reach out via the comment section. You can find us in the Discord. Our names are always in the description below if you don't know who we are. Also, if this is content that you guys want more frequently, I was telling Steve how every couple of weeks I get a message from Limelight that just says when podcast. So if this is something that you guys want to see more frequently, let us know. Maybe we could switch to weekly, whatever you guys want. We're down. But look forward to more content from us all over the place, and as we ramp up towards the official launch, exciting stuff of Alter. Of course, if you're in the New England, Massachusetts area, etc., feel free to come check us out at Webway Games in Marlborough, Massachusetts. We will be running our local scene from here and doing our best to grow that. So if you guys are anywhere in the area, let us know. I think that is it. Steve, you have any final thoughts?
I don't. I think we touched on all of it.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for watching. We will see you next week with something.
Have a good one.